Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is March the 27th. This video has one topic, and it is Russia has broken the truce, and this is confirmed by President Volodymyr Zelenskyy just a couple of hours ago in a news conference. He spoke point blank about it. I've been waiting for Zelenskyy to say something. That's who you have to listen to. Yes, over the last couple of nights, there have been massive Shahed attacks in cities like Sumy and Kharkiv. Last night on the live, we were talking about Kharkiv. Additionally, Dnipro. Kherson is under non-stop attack. But today, Russia 100% hit the energy infrastructure inside of the Kherson city. And Zelenskyy is calling out the United States and calling out Russia and calling it for what it is. Here is the video, and then we'll give you the commentary on it. I know that's what you're here to see. Here's Zelenskyy.
Claims silence at sea and in energy works. I think differently. 2 nights ago, no energy strikes occurred. Today, Russian artillery hit Kherson's power grid. That's how it goes. There were 3 agreement documents. 3 docs suggest abnormal agreements, I think, in my opinion. That's how it works with Russians. Today's Kherson strikes broke agreements. Civilian targets hit. US should respond with action. It's uncertain who'll monitor what. We know what's hit and destroyed. After 3 years, we see everything clearly. We have proof of their attacks. We have it all, and we're preparing it. I've ordered the defense minister on this. We'll prepare and send it to the US. We await US response as they promised.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of hours ago, we are confirming that Russia has broken the truce by striking the energy infrastructure in Kherson. Now, you may wonder, okay, Greg, can you remind me where Kherson is? Yes, I can. It's down in on the southern front across the Dnipro River. This was the city that Russia had occupied, and then Ukraine was able to counter-offensive maneuver Russia back across the Dnipro. Now, we need to listen very closely to what President Zelenskyy said. I'm going to go to a different screen right now, and I'm going to show you some video of Kherson today. It will not show where the energy infrastructure was destroyed, and that is because it is illegal to film that. But you're going to see up in another monitor the devastation in Kherson in reality, and I'm going to review to you why this is vitally important, and we need to see how the United States is going to respond and how Russia is going to respond and how Ukraine is going to respond. Now, you're watching the video there. You're seeing it in the corner. What did Zelenskyy say? He said, the truce is broken 100%. He said today, the city of Kherson was hit on the power grid. You're seeing some video there. Listen, 4 people were killed in Kherson over the last couple of days. Ladies and gentlemen, it is non-stop attack. And at the end of this, I'll go to a different image and show you why. He said, you know, it's not normal to have 3 sets of documents when we're dealing with negotiations or a truce or looking towards a ceasefire. What did he mean in that video statement? You heard him. He was talking there in Europe after the meeting of the Coalition of the Willing, which we have good news. We'll share about that later. He says Russia has 1 document, Ukraine has a document, the United States has a document, but there's no agreement. This is not how you conduct negotiations. And he said today, I am point blank not afraid to negotiate with Vladimir Putin. I'm not afraid to negotiate on the world stage. Very important that we understand that. Then he calls out the United States. He says the United States should respond. The truce is broken. They have hit officially the energy infrastructure in Kherson. What is the United States going to do? He then took it a step further. By the way, who is responsible to monitor these strikes? Are you telling me that we have some agreement between Russia and the United States and they just tag Ukraine along with them and say this is how it's going to be, but we do not even have an official monitoring status in place? We don't even have an official monitoring status to confirm it. And Zelenskyy says, we know 3 years in this war, we know what is hit, how it's hit, where it's hit every day. 24 hours a day, we are completely aware. But who is going to be responsible for this? Zelenskyy then making the direct statement that he's ordered the defense minister of Ukraine, his name is Umarov, to make a report of this, to do the necessary filings and the necessary information, whatever that may be. I think what needs to happen is Ukraine just needs to go ahead and respond and start pounding on Russia's energy infrastructure, because it was effective and it was working. And right now, whatever this truce was, Zelenskyy today confirming that it is broken 100%. Now, I will show you this. Let me go to this image right here into the map. And I want you to understand one thing before we close out this video, where Kherson is and how Kherson is struck. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Kherson. This is the city. I'll come out about this zone. This is the city of Kherson right here, basically. And you can see that the Russian troops, of course, below the river Dnipro are up. And they constantly try to get into Antonivka and cross the river, and Ukraine is defending. But you see, Kherson is destroyed every day, really, with FPV drones, not Shaheeds. FPV coming from soldiers that go literally, as we've heard in the past, on human safari hunts. But ladies and gentlemen, it is MLRS systems. It's just standard artillery firing just a few kilometers across the river, and there is no tracking on that. They'll get a point. They will hit after civilian infrastructure, and energy infrastructure. And today, President Zelenskyy confirming 100% that Kherson's infrastructure has been hit. Now, what is going to happen next? How is the United States going to respond? Will Russia continue? Will Ukraine now strike back? I hope so. We shall see. We shall see. But today, officially, you heard it out of Zelenskyy's own mouth. The truce is broken. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this breaking news video. Be blessed, and we'll be back at you soon.